Hello friends, welcome to our YouTube channel, and in this video we're gonna see how we can create polyline with text easily, and even faster. So let me just quickly create a polyline with text. However, I have already uploaded a video on that. I will put that link in the description below. First, let me create a polyline quickly. So I will just say polyline, and I will just uh, feature, and this one is unitless, so you have to be precise with it if you want it exactly. Why? I will explain it in the video further. Okay, so I will just keep it like 6 meter long. Okay, just like that, and say escape. And now I will put a text dt. Okay, and I will just put a text here. I will say this one, as we were discussing about guardrails, I will say just guardrail. Okay, guardrail, ZR for guardrail, and hit escape a couple of times to get out of this command, and I will just drag it here somewhere. Let me keep it here. Okay, or you can center it. Now what you're gonna do is, I have shown that in the previous video, so I will quickly walk through it. Now I'm gonna cut it. So trim for TR for trim, and then I'm gonna choose cutting edges, and I'm gonna choose this text as cutting edge, and then I'm gonna cut here. Okay, and it's cut. Okay, cool. I'm gonna just go to the express tools and add the here tools and I will say make line type, and I will save this to our tutorial folder that we have. So I will go to the tutorial folder, and as I am here, I will just save it as guardrail. Okay, gr, and this lean file will be here. So I'll say okay, saved. And now it asks for me the input name, type name, line type name. So I will just say gr. Okay, and enter, and it will say for description. So I will hit two dashes and say guardrail gr and dashes, and hit enter, and then it will start for me the starting point. So I will activate snap and starting point, and then I will end point, and then it will ask me for to select the whole part and say enter. So I will make sure everything is selected, the lines and the text both, and say enter. And now this has been done. Okay, now what we're going to do is we can now import that particular link file. Okay, and also we can open it. So let me just go to the folder here, and I will say date modified right now, and this one is here, gr, that we created. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just double click and open with the notepad. So once it open with the notepad, it will show a few things. Okay, let me first the line type in the CAD first. So we're gonna hit command load line type. We're gonna say line type and hit enter, and it will ask you to load. So we click on the load button here, and then on the file we go to our tutorial folder location, and we select the file. Okay, so wherever it is, just select that file and say open, and then again select, make sure you click select on the file on the type, and then say okay. Now we already have it, so we'll say reload line type gr, and it's reloaded here. You can see it, and say okay. Now we can change any line type into this particular style. So I'm gonna just create a polyline and select the polyline and go to the properties. And on the properties line type, I will select the gr, and it's now available. If I increase the length of this, just have to drag it, and it increases in the gen, stretch it a little bit, and it increases in the length. If you want to increase the thickness, like for this line, then we can go for properties, and it's same like the polyline. Okay, so we can increase the global width, maybe we can say 0.5. So it's like this. Okay, and even you can change the colors and everything. We can change the color, maybe red, by layer, whichever layer it will change. Okay, or by color, and you can change these modifications you can have. Okay, now further, as we already have this line. Okay, now what we can do is we already opened this in the notepad, so let me show you what it means actually, these things mean. does not mean a bit for you right now, but if we just need for maybe let's say guardrail, we have this, okay? So if we can just we want for jersey barrier, if we just want for jersey barrier, we can just replace with JB and say JB, okay, and JB, and wherever JB is, you can just replace it and JB. Okay, so now it's replaced, and now you can save it as save as at the same location. I'm gonna save it at JB dot LIN. Make sure the extension is dot LIN. Okay, and then save. Okay, now again, what we're gonna do is we're gonna load the line type. Okay, so let's load it. So line type, I will type, okay, and then we're gonna load and again go to the location and say JB and say okay, open, and select the JB and say open, and you have this here as well. Now let's create a polyline again from here, and I'm gonna select this and make it line type into Jersey barrier, Jersey barrier. Now you see how easily you are able to create another line type once you have a setting, good setting for one of the polylines with text. Okay, so you can easily create another line type quickly. Okay, so but the problem is here in the both cases, you see the distance between these two are different, you know, because R takes more space, Z is taking more space, J is taking less space. So everything in that particular file you have has a meaning. Okay, these have a meaning. So let me explain you the meaning first. Okay, so here I have everything ready in the Excel, and here you can see the meaning. What the meaning is, we will explain. So first thing that you have on that this particular file, the notepad, the line type file is the name type, line type, name type, and then description. Till here, there's no problem. Okay, and this is just for the absolute that follows the alignment. Okay, and then after that there is length of the first solid line, so this line, length of this line. Okay, so that's indicated. Okay, and then after that there is gap between these two, the text and the line. Okay, so that gap is here. Okay, and this is from the text. Okay, and then that's why it should be in negative, in opposite direction, okay, towards negative x. And then here inside it you have the string that you want, text string that you want, so it should be within the comma, inverted commas. And then there is type of font that you want. Okay, so the font, I just put it standard right now, we just keep it standard, so it will take whatever is standard, defined standard font on your AutoCAD setting. Okay, but however you can define other, like I have defined here, like Arial or Times New Roman, whatever you have. Then comes the text offset. Okay, so offset from the text distance. Okay, so this one is vertical offset. Okay, so offset from this particular line, how much vertical it should be, like you know, at the center, from the center of this particular text. Okay, and then comes the text size. So this one particular is text size. Okay, and all of these are just absolute units. So if your drawing is in they will be in if your drawing is in meter, it will be in meter. Currently our drawing is in meter, so it's in meter. Okay, and then after that there is u equals to 0 here, so this represents the rotation. Okay, so this one is rotation there. Then after that we have, again, after now everything is set, now we have the gap between the text and the line. Okay, so this one is from the line again, so it should be again negative, okay, towards minus x direction. So this particular, and you see, you already see this one here, from these, from text to the line is small. Okay, and from this line to the text is large, so you can manage from here. Okay, and these are in absolute unit as I mentioned, so you can easily adjust these. Then after that, at the end is the length of solid line. Okay, you can see here the length of solid line and this solid line is different. Okay, so for guardrail, you see. Okay, so uh, it's like this. So that's all for this video, guys. So you already know now how to create the polylines easily, and you already understand what all these mean in the lean file and how you can manipulate the lean file and load many more line types. And I have this Excel file here in which I have just put a formula so that it creates line type for me here based on the formula. I can just enter these values in these cells, which I will just put in the description where you can download, and output of the formula is here. You can just copy that formula, and then here or anywhere you can just, what you can do is paste values, and now it's ready. You can just copy this to your text file, notepad file, and then you can just save it and as a lean file, and that will pretty much work the same. This way it will be very easy and fast with the understanding to create this type of polylines with text. So that's all for this video, guys. Hope you like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Thanks a lot.